Hey, it's Adela once again. And this honestly is a reminder that your greatness is not optional. And to be honest, if you've hit the play on this video, that tells me something big about you. And it tells me that you're not just existing, but you're evolving and transforming. And you're one of the few brave souls who understands that everything, I mean your wealth, your health, your relationships, your business, your career, your finance, your peace, joy, and love, all starts right between your ears with what you learn. Today, we're going all in on a subject most people avoid because it demands something uncomfortable. It demands expansion. It demands your growth. And today we're talking about mental toughness. And mental toughness is the quiet storm inside you that doesn't crumble when life gets messy. Look, life is not always sunshine and green smoothies. Sometimes life throws a brick at your face and then waits and says, smile for the camera. And when that happens, mental toughness is the only thing that can hold you and the only thing that says, all right, let's dance. And it's not like you're acting like you're bulletproof, nothing affects you or touches you. It's not fake positivity or wearing a cape you didn't earn. It is saying to you, yes, this sucks, but I'm going to show up regardless. Because guess what? Grit isn't sexy, but it is sacred. It's the muscle you build when the gym is your everyday life. It's a muscle, guys. I keep saying it. When your mind is telling you to quit, but your spirit is whispering, not today. We're gonna give it another go. So here's what I want from you today, guys. I want you to bring all your doubts. Bring all your fears. Bring that little voice in your head that says, I'm not enough. And let's go to war. Now, not war against the world, but war against the limits you've believed about yourself. Because mental toughness isn't preserved for Navy SEALs alone or people in the army, or even monks on the mountaintops. It's for mothers like us raising kids alone. It's for entrepreneurs who are failing forward or who don't know what to do. It's for lovers who cannot find the words to speak. It's for you when you refuse to give up, even when no one is clapping. Stay with me in this video and I'll show you how to train your mind like a warrior. So even when life hits hard, you will hit harder. Let's build a type of toughness that doesn't just survive chaos, but thrives through it. You ready? Let's go. I know you're enjoying this video, but before you continue, if you haven't liked this video, like it now. And then subscribe. Because a lot of you are watching this video, but you're not subscribing. I wonder why. But please subscribe so that we can do more videos and speak to more people and even change the content that we're doing. Please share me with others. Don't grow alone. Make sure that as you're growing, your community is growing alongside you. So 3 things I've asked for: like, subscribe, and share me with others. And now you can keep watching this video. Now, what is mental toughness? I call it AKA your inner warrior or your inner armor. Let's get real, guys. Mental toughness isn't about acting like nothing affects you. It's about choosing to respond to everything that happens to you instead of reacting, especially when life starts body slamming your dreams. It's the ability to stay focused, to stay in the arena, to show up even when your motivation has packed its bag and left. You know how that feels when you're like, oh, I'm not doing again. Mental toughness is built, not inborn. It's the result of thousands of tiny decisions to get back up, even when your mind says, stay down. And to be honest, you're not weak because you struggle. You become weak when you settle. And there's good news also. You can train your mind like a muscle every single day. You can. And so maybe I should tell you how to build mental toughness. Is that mental gym formula that I'm going to use. Step 1, face your giant head on. Don't tiptoe around discomfort. Run towards it. Because every time you stretch or expand yourself, your threshold for pain, pressure, and problems expand. Step 2, celebrate the small wins like they're gold medals. What you celebrate gets repeated. You didn't snooze the alarm today. That's a rep. You made the call you were afraid of making. That's a rep. You showed up when nobody clapped. That is a rep. You woke up even when you didn't want to. You don't wake up mentally tough, guys. You become mentally tough by showing up even when it is not easy or convenient, and definitely also not sexy. You've got to stay consistent when motivation disappears. And let's tell the truth here, right? Motivation is a liar. It's a sugar high. It's loud on Monday and it's missing by Friday. But what keeps you in the game? I'll tell you. Discipline, your habits, your rituals. Discipline is doing what must be done, especially when you don't feel like doing it. That's what separates the champions from the crowd. And I know you're a champion. You don't wait to feel ready. You train yourself to act regardless of how you feel. Your brain will resist, but your destiny demands it. When I say these things, I'm also speaking to myself. One of the things that I lacked greatly was discipline. I believed in the lie that I'm a creative person and creative people are scattered. Well, we just do. I believed that lie. And so one of the things I lacked so much was discipline and the consistency, the habits and the rituals and the continuously doing something the same way over and over again to create a muscle memory. It was tough for me. So tough. I would just want to lie down and watch TV. And to be honest, I realized that if you leave human beings, if we don't have to work to eat, if we don't have to work to do anything, and we could just sit down and do, and food shows up in our room, food shows up in our mouth, we will be doing absolutely nothing. We will be so chilled, So the natural man just wants to chill. The only thing that moves you is when you think of all the bills and all the things that you've got to do and the things you then need money for. That's when you are now gingered to find purpose. When I think about the story of Adam, I feel like God knew that he made a mistake by just creating Adam without Adam having to go through a process. Adam woke up as an adult with everything placed for him in the Garden of Eden. The food was already there. The animals already there. Work was already there. Wife was already there. Everything was set up for him. One of my mentors says Adam was a Yahoo boy. Because everything was laid out for him. Everything he needed was already there. And God saw that the capacity to grow, the capacity to withstand certain things was not given to Adam. And so when he decided to bring Jesus, he brought Jesus as a child, as a baby, to grow the capacity to withstand anything. And that's why when the snake or the serpent came, Adam didn't have the capacity to say no. But Jesus did, because he built that capacity. He grew in it. That's mental toughness, guys. I look at children these days, or youngsters, they call them Gen Z, right? And I have nothing but love for them. And you hear people say, oh, they don't have grit, they don't have resilience. That power that we had, that strength that we had, that toughness we had, our children don't have it. And I ask my friends and my colleagues questions. How can they? Did we teach them the grit? Did we teach them resilience? What we did was we promised that the things we went through, our children will not go through it. So the things that made us tough, the things that made us strong, the things that made us powerful, the things that gave us discipline and resilience and tenacity and dedication and all those things, we didn't teach our children. So how will they have it? How will they know it? Everything was given to them. They want food, there's food. They want clean house, there's clean house. They want school fees, is there. They want new clothes, we buy it for them. We go and struggle and come back. And then they now say, mommy and daddy are never available. How would you be available? Because you've promised that your children will not suffer like you. So you are doing double work. And your children aren't seeing what you're doing. So they cannot actually be appreciative of what you're doing. And so what in turn is happening to them? They lack the discipline. They lack the resilience, they lack the energy, they lack the drive, the push. So we've got to teach them things. I, for one, I would say, follow me to work. Come and see how I work. When you complain a couple of times, mommy, I'm bored, mommy, I'll tell you, yes, this is how mommy makes her money. To be able to buy the biscuits that you say you want to eat. This is how mommy creates value for people. So you also need to start to create value for others so that you can earn money as well. It's all mental toughness. Because now everybody's saying, oh, my mental health is affecting my mental health. You're lazy. Instead of you to get up and go to work, you say, oh, I couldn't find an Uber today. I can't enter public transport because it will affect my mental health. We've got to teach people differently. And I'll share a story with you of a guy named David Goggins, or Goggins, I think, maybe Goggins. He had this mental toughness. David was abused as a child. He was consistently called overweight. He was filled with fear. He was bullied. He could have given up, but instead, David leaned into his pain, mental toughness. He became a Navy SEAL, then an ultra-endurance athlete, then the kind of man who runs 100 miles on fractured bones just to finish what he started. Why? Because pain didn't scare him. Quitting did. He didn't have any extra superpowers. He had a power, though, called decision. And that's what made him unstoppable. The Bible says in 2 Timothy 4:7, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept my faith. This verse is not just scripture to me. It's the blueprint for toughness. You fight, you finish, and you keep the faith. That's what it is. Even when life doesn't take things easy or make things easy for you, you fight. So my affirmation to you today, and I want you to speak it like you mean it and say it so loudly. It should be an incantation, no whispering, loudly. I am mentally tough. I am built to rise. I overcome, I endure, and I finish strong. That should be your incantation today. And I want you to make it your anthem. Make it your battle cry. If you're ready to train, honestly, I'm happy to help you. I want you to act now and zoom into one area of your life where you've been hiding and avoiding or procrastinating today. And I want you to commit, not because it's easy, but because you are choosing to be a no matter what type of person. You have decided today, no more excuses, no more waiting for perfect, no more. This today, right now, is your mental toughness moment because you don't have to do it alone. Make a decision. And I also have courses that can help you to reignite your purpose and step into the strongest version of yourself. We all need help, guys. I needed help. I still need help. You need help too. I've got the mind mastery where you can learn to dominate your thoughts and not be dominated by them. I've got a course, You Evolve and Thrive, where you can rebuild the best version of you from the inside out. I've got another course called Think It, Believe It and Become It, where you unlock the power of belief and you become the person you were born to be. Jump in today and train with me. Let's build a mindset that refuses to quit. And honestly, my last words to you today will be, when the world says give up, your future is waiting for you. It's time to own your greatness today. If you like this video, make sure that you like it, subscribe to my channel so that you get the videos as they drop. And above and beyond all, share me with others. And I keep saying share me with others because this can be a lonely journey. You don't want to grow alone. You want to grow with your community of people. So iron will keep sharpening iron. Don't listen to me alone. If you listen to something that resonates with you, I can promise you it will resonate with 10 other people you know. Share it with them and let them also listen to it. And then you guys can even sit down and have a conversation around it. And maybe even create a little mastermind where you'll be discussing my videos when you watch it and you share it with others, and see how phenomenally your life will grow, but also the lives of your community members, how it will grow also. Have a wonderful day. Love and light. Mwah.